Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. Today's song was chosen by our patrons. And while I have heard this song before, I believe in a movie or on TV, this will be my first time ever doing a deep dive into Brad Delp's vocals. The band Boston has sold over 75 million records, making them one of the best-selling bands worldwide. So I think this is going to be good. Let's get to it. Whoa, right away. That was an amazing first 45 seconds, but his vocal, a few different things that he did were really, really good. We're going to go back and catch them. Let's just go back to the beginning. It's so good. I like the fade in. It has already such a nice, happy vibe, and I love that. So at this point, I just think, wow, this is just a really lovely voice to listen to. It's clean. There was a little bit of vibrato one day that was just very relaxed, has nice smoothness and balance in the tone quality. Turn on some music to start my day. I lost myself in a familiar song. I close my eyes and I slipped away. Okay, right there. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. The way that he puts a lot more energy into that, gets some drive into the voice. And then he flips over into falsetto there and flipped away. I love the way he's extending that out. And then it sounds like the guitar takes it over. Like, it's like so much condensed into this one line that's wow. I just love that switch. That's right. That was a beautiful decrescendo that we just heard where he got quieter. Decrescendos can be very difficult to control. Often as the sound gets quieter, the voice naturally is going to want to sag a little bit in the pitch. So you need to have a lot of control to keep it there nicely on pitch the whole time. And it was very, very tastefully done. I love the feeling of this, the way after we got to that intro, it just dropped into an awesome groove, right? You're like, yeah, I'm going to have fun. And then the way that the voice is so generous. This is one of the things that I personally really like about some singers. This is a quality that I would say I'm very attracted to in singers, is when they have generosity in their tone. And he definitely has a ton of generosity. It just feels like it is spilling out, infecting everybody with some joy of getting to drop into music and remember something, I want to go back to the beginning because when I was reading through these lyrics ahead of time, I think that they represent to me one of the great things about music, which is when you wake up and you feel like you just, maybe the day's not going to be so awesome. Maybe you're really tired. I looked out this morning and the sun was gone. So it's just going to be a gray day. And then you turn on some music and everything gets better. It's because music has this ability to make our lives better, make our lives more vibrant. It's amazing. And voices in particular, I think, have that ability to imbue happiness or just this joyful abundance in life, or maybe just experiencing emotion more vibrantly so that you can release emotion or work through some difficult emotions. Music can do that. It's amazing. It's super amazing. And I feel that the first minute and a half of this song could just be my anthem. So I want to listen to it again.
I looked out this morning and the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day, and lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away.
Well, that definitely took it to new heights. And then again to another new height. That was cool. The octave jump up there, I think it was an octave. And then it took it another step higher, really negotiating different vocal registers while doing that. Beautiful. And thinking about the composition overall, there's definitely more of that mellow beginning. And then you hear that joy just pour out the moment he closes his eyes and it drifts away, right? I think that was all very purposeful in how they designed the vocal line, and it works so extremely well. We're going to go back and listen to this part where he does an octave jump up again.
I see my Marianne walking away.
Oh, Marianne walked away. Nice. It's so good when he goes up, and you have to have a lot of energy to make a kind of a jump like that, and then holds that note out really well, and then takes another step up. That's really good breath control and energy that's continually turned away to help those vocal folds continue to wacka very nicely on pitch. I also want to mention Marianne. I read about Marianne. Marianne apparently was the cousin of Tom Schultz, who is the main composer of this song. She was his older cousin, and he had a crush on her when he was 10. And so it is based on a real person. And it makes sense maybe that Marianne walked away, and there's a certain bummerness to that. But I just thought that was very endearing. Okay, let's get that really awesome moment one more time, and then we'll keep going.
When I'm tired.
I love the transitions that this band has. Boston, really named after Boston, Massachusetts. I thought it was going to be like Boston cream donuts or something like that. No, it's actually named after Boston, the city. But the transitions in here have all been very fluid, while also making, I would say, traversing quite a bit of musical ground. Has an almost progressive feeling with the chapters.
When I'm tired and thinking cold, I hide in my music, forget the day.
Oh, such a beautiful voice.
Girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped away.
Their hair is so intensely good and big. Wow. I mean, drummer hair especially. Amazing, immense. Wow. I love how much he opens his mouth for the enunciation of this and also for the vocal positioning of it. I'm not sure that the audio is actually from this performance. It might be, but I'm not sure. There's a couple times when I feel like it's a little bit off, but that might just be something that happened afterwards that was off. So it's hard to know.
And dream of a girl I used to know.
When somebody's singing in a lower register, like he is right now, it's a little bit lower in the pitch range. You don't need to have as open of a mouth. You do need to enunciate all of those things really well. And you see his mouth going through that, and he has some fun with the enunciation in the rhythm as well. But then when he goes up higher,
I closed my eyes and she slipped away.
if you were to look at his mouth and compare it to Pavarotti's mouth on a high note, you would find a lot of similarities. So, just saying, a big mouth extending, dropping for the top, meaning dropping that jaw and opening the mouth for the top, can be very, very advantageous to sound.
Closed my eyes and she slipped away.
Yeah. The way he takes it up higher and then takes it another step. It's like, it's such a rush. And again, the takeover from the guitar. Dang. He holds the first jump, like big jump up high. He holds it a few beats longer than I expect, and then takes it another step higher. Just, it's fantastic breath control. Really good planning too. Ooh. Such a good groove. So much happy. Hold it. Wow. He's like, just keep it on with it. I'm going to go back one more time. But I want to mention before going back, I think this was released in 1976, I believe. And I recently was reading about a study that was done on people's preference for music. And a lot of people have this really strong emotional connection to songs that they heard in their teens and 20s that this study was finding. They feel it seemed like a strong emotional time. There were many suppositions about why that might have been, but they really recognized the songs and tended to think they were fairly good from that period of time. But regardless of age and when a person was in their teens or 20s, almost all age demographics thought that the songs from the late 70s and early 80s were particularly good. So there was like a little bump. Otherwise, it was very dependent on the person's age as to what music they were enjoying the most or listening to the most, or maybe had that emotional connection to the strongest, except for everyone universally seemed to agree that late 70s and early 80s was great. And this is 1976, so maybe there is something to that, because I really, really like this. This is a great song. It's such good vibes. Okay, one more time, we're gonna go back here and admire his extraordinary breath control. Just keep holding it. It's really good. Thank you, patrons, for choosing a song that is all about feel-good vibes. And it really embodies the values that we have here on this channel, in this community, of getting together and listening to awesome music and having better days as a result. That is so very cool. And to add to that, of course, we had really, really incredible vocals to analyze. So thank you so much. If you would like to see some more of our patron choices and analyses, you can check out this playlist over here. And I hope to see you all somewhere soon.